started the process of working my way through my supply of iron ore and turning it into iron blocks and then on to iron ingots, I've discovered that I need a better way of getting metals, particularly once they solidified, out of my smeltery, and B, that there is something that just might be able to help me out with that. So I'm going to go ahead and craft myself a trio of chests, and then I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of the chests, and then I'm going to go ahead and surround it with 5 iron ingots, like so, and that gives me the hopper. And what the hopper will do is it will take an item out of any inventory above it and send it to its designated output. Now, I've also gone ahead and dug a little bit of a subfloor here so that I don't have to worry about seeing plain dirt. This chest will go here. This will be what I access the items through. And then I can put 1 hopper on this side and 1 hopper on that side. And I'll go ahead and fill in the rest of the holes I've made. And I've been smelting some glass of late. I need some clear glass for a project in the not too distant future. Excellent, and we can see that once the glass goes into the casting basin and solidifies, it gets sent right into the chest. That's going to make the process of clearing this smeltery of glass quite a bit more efficient. And now that I've got the glass out of the smeltery and a bit of iron as well, I'm going to go ahead and craft up a significant number of spruce wood planks, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in a U shape to make these wooden water tanks. And I'm going to put some more of these planks in this partial U shape, and I don't think I need that many. Actually, well, I need that many, probably. I mean, that many would be nice. Alright. So, the next step is to make some buckets, 14 of them. And then 32 iron bars. Let me resort my inventory. And now, if memory serves me right, I should be able to put spruce over iron over bucket, iron bars on the sides of the buckets, and I get these sprinklers. And now I'm done with the iron and the iron bars. I won't need them anymore. Also picked up an arrow, so I'll go ahead and put that up. And now we're actually going to start the process of using these water tanks, irrigation channels, and sprinklers to set up an irrigation system for the farm. And I've started by setting up where my support columns are going to go. Let's see, this is 1 block up. So let's see, that's 2. 3. Alright, let's see here. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. Yeah, like so. There we go. And let's actually go ahead and put 1 more cobblestone there. And I can go ahead and put down the first of 3 wooden water tanks here. And since this is the bottom, I can go ahead and put the slabs there. Now for this one, I want this double layered water tank. And I'm going to go ahead and put irrigation channel there. And then here and here. And there's one more thing I need to do, and this is why I was crafting up the glass earlier. I'm going to go ahead and put that like so. And then another 4 over here. The purpose of this glass is to basically provide a barrier so that I cannot fall down, which greatly limits the risk of someone or some mob jumping on these 4 plots in particular. Because if we go up, you can see that's been jumped on. It's been not up there, but there's one up here that's been jumped on as well. So basically, there's a risk of a couple of these plots being jumped on. And so I've opted to place the glass where it's the biggest concern. Alright, so let's go next layer up here. There we go. And of course I have myself with no good way up, except to go around here. There we go. Alright, and now what's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and lay that like so. And then 3 of these like so. Irrigation channel. And 2 water tanks. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. Let's get the axe out. That's the ideal tool for these. There we go. Excellent. And now I can go ahead and put that like so. And I should just have a couple more layers, shouldn't I? Well, let's get the axe, get that sorted out. There's our channels. Get rid of that torch. And there we go, like so. 3, 4, lay that there for the time being. There we go. Actually didn't want that one there, did I? No, I did not. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, channel, double tank, cobblestone, 4, lay down the marker tank, and go ahead and take care of that. 1, 2, 2 of those, irrigation channels, and now, yeah, there we go. So now I'm just going to go ahead and place the one there, and then that one there, yeah. Alright. So now that that's sorted out, I'm actually going to go ahead and remove most of this cobblestone just because I want to be able to walk from one side of these patches to the other. And yes, I know the sun's going down. There we go. Alright, excellent. Next layer down goes here. Excellent. Then there's this here. And I will leave that ladder for the time being just because in the event that something goes wrong, I want to have a way to get up for maintenance. So now what I'm going to do next is actually start laying out the sprinklers. I can put them there, and they should cover this 4x7 plot. Right? Then there and there. Right? There, and don't forget my glass. There we go. And the next pair of sprinklers goes here and here, with the next pieces of glass going there and there. Now I just have 3 more pairs of sprinklers and 2 more sets of glass to go. And now it's 2 sets of sprinklers and 1 set of glass. There's sprinklers. There's our glass. That was misplaced, but thankfully that's a non-issue. And now the final sprinklers. Now, I do have this irrigation system, these water tanks, the irrigation channels, and the sprinklers. What I do not presently have is a way to get water into the system. Well, I do need to get some water to my irrigation channels. Now, I do have a few options as to how I'm going to get the water to the irrigation channels. But the obvious approach requires slime balls. I haven't been having much luck in the way of getting slimes to spawn underground, but there is this island up here that looks a bit interesting and a little bit bluish, maybe a little slimy perhaps. It's certainly worth a trip up to see if maybe there's something I can do on this island. Of course, it has to be all the way up in the sky, which means it's going to be a nightmare to get to. Although, thankfully, the local terrain does at least give me a path, or at least an easier path up. But let me eat some toast before I make the rest of this journey. Well, there's no way I'm going to have enough ladders to pull this off. Perhaps I'll get lucky. Perhaps I have enough cobblestone. Let's hope. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm not even close. Well, looks like I'm going to have to head back to Industriville and get some more cobblestone before I can go to that island. Well, now I've got a proper stack of cobblestone. So let's go ahead and finish the process of actually getting up to this sky island. I'm closer. I might have enough cobblestone to pull this off. Keyword, of course, is might. Well, I can't say that was exactly where I wanted to end up, but it will do. Hey, this doesn't actually look too bad. There's some grass here, which I can harvest up. Maybe get a few extra seeds here and there. And there's these congealed green slimes, which appear to be part of these trees. And those decay pretty quickly. Ooh, slimy saplings. I wonder, could I use those slimy saplings to make more trees like this? Worth a shot. Ooh. I want to be careful close to the edge like that. But yeah, we're actually not looking too bad at this point. So I've got some gelatinous slime, I've got some congealed green slime, which I can turn into slime balls. Hey, I'm in good shape, I think. And the slimy saplings just might give me a way to make more slime balls. It's definitely worth a shot at least, once I get back to Industriville. Now that we have an irrigation system for the farm, it's time to actually get some water into the system. And to do that, I need to make these water tank sidings, which I will then use to build an actual water tank. Somewhere around here looks pretty good. Yeah. There we go. And it's 3 by 3 by 3. So let's go ahead and get that set up first off. Let's see, I can take that there. Be careful not to block off that water. And likewise there, that water really shouldn't be blocked off. There we go. Some ladders so that I can actually get up to the work site. Yeah, that seems a good height. Well, that's going to have to do. Yeah. So let's take our ladder up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place these water tank sidings. And it is a hollow 3 by 3. So at the top there. Ooh. Alright. It's 3 by 3 by 3 hollow, right? Ah, yes. Okay, it is starting. So it has formed the water tank, and it is starting to get water. Now I just have to figure out how I'm going to get that water into my irrigation tank system. And to do that, the irrigation channels aren't quite going to do the job. I'm going to need some actual pipes. So for that, I believe I can use this congealed green slime, turn it into slime balls, and then I can use that to make pipe sealant. Do I have any smooth stone? I do, and I also have a piece of glass. So let's go ahead and take the stone with the glass, gives me stone transport pipes, add the pipe sealant, and I get a stone fluid pipe. So the big question at this point is whether the tank will automatically output into this stone fluid pipe, or whether I have to that answers my question, doesn't it? Because that is water filling up the stone fluid pipe. Excellent. I have just enough pipes to pull this off. Actually occurs to me, all things considered, I don't know that that's going to be enough water to actually allow the sprinklers to run with any reliability. So, yeah. You can see the sprinklers aren't running and there's no transfer to the next water tank. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more of these water tanks. So let me go ahead and do this like so. And I'm going to make sure I have this 3x3, and I'll put a torch here, just so I have a torch there. And then I need to follow suit on this side. I don't think this will obstruct this. Oh, yeah, it won't obstruct it at all. Yeah, there's still room to work with. So there we go. I just need to make more of the water tanks and a bit more of the waterproof pipes. But once I do that, I'm going to have an irrigation system and enough water for it to actually work. This is legitimately exciting stuff here. Well, let's make sure I have a way over here. There we go. And a torch here just to ensure that this is well lit. Yeah, there we go. One irrigation system still filling up with water. Well, I've bumped up to 3 water tanks, and it still cannot keep up with my water use. But it will have to do for now. It's the best I can do at this point. There may be faster ways of making water later on, but I won't have access to any of them. Even so, with what best tools I have available to me, I have managed to build an irrigation system for the farm, and so I can remove the corresponding sign. And while I'm at it, the forge-cooled items, the hoppers handle that auto-extraction, so I'm good on that front as well. Let's see, plant breed, 15 plus food crops, yeah. I've got some work to do before I can call this stage of development complete in any sense of the word.